Hello and good evening. My name is Katie Melby. I'm the newest member of the team here at the Strand Theatre in Rockland, Maine. I'm filling in for Education Manager Brittany Parker tonight. If you've never watched one of our Green Room Artist Chats before, you're in for a treat. This is an opportunity for all of you at home to learn more about the artists who are coming soon to the Strand stage. And you can ask your own questions too. Whether you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, just type your question into the comments and we'll make sure to get your answers. Tonight, we are honored to be joined by an artist who is not only a Grammy Award nominated musician, but an actual aerospace engineer. I am talking about Roy Moye III, founder of STEMusic. STEMusic will be performing at the Strand this Saturday, May 21st at 11 a.m. as part of our Strand Family Series. You can come to the show in person or you can watch from anywhere in the world via our 3-camera live stream system. Tickets for both the in-person show and the live stream event are all pay what you can, $0 to $20, and you can find them at rocklandstrand.com. Now, before we bring out Roy, let's take a listen to one of his catchy STEM music tunes. Here's a snippet from his music video for Rockets Go Up.
Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 of a rocket. NASA engineers got the sequence in the pocket. Gotta let the dead weight fall away to increase efficiency all along the way. Then we got the guidance system in place, keeping things balanced while moving in space. Computers on board and sensitive sensors. We talking about a hands-free command center. Now it's time to go to the payload system. What you put in space when you really got a vision? Talking satellites with communication clearance. Mars rover, yeah, we talking perseverance. Can't forget the astronauts going up in the stellar probes with the right stuff. SpaceX, NASA, United Launch Alliance. No matter who it is, gotta know it's rocket science.
Rockets go up, launching really high. Rockets go up, flying through the sky. 3, 2, 1, the time has come to lift off and go to Mars. Rockets go up, soaring through the skies.
Yes! And now we are pleased to welcome Roy Moye, the third founder of STEMusic, to the Green Room. Welcome, Roy.
Hello. Rockets go up. That was so cool. I haven't heard that or watched that music video in a little minute. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, I love your groove and your choreography too. I'm like jamming here in my seat.
Dancing a little bit.
So, Roy, now you are both an accomplished musician and an aerospace engineer. Can you tell us a little about how these passions combine to start STEMusic?
Absolutely. Katie, thank you so much for having me. And everyone out there watching, thanks for tuning in. Gotta love the Strand Theatre. This is such an honor to be on here, and I can't wait to see everyone on Saturday. But yes, I've been singing since I was probably 3, 4, 5. Just kind of grew up in a family where we were always singing in the car or in the house, and just had a love for music. And so that's something I really fell in love with once I got into middle school, and I had this very high-pitched voice talking. And once I figured out, oh, wow, you can use this to sing and just have some fun, it really latched on, and then really started pursuing it fuller once I got into college at Wichita State University. And that's the same time where I also started majoring in aerospace engineering. I grew up, I really don't have a definitive way of how my love for airplanes and aerospace started. Here's my theory. I was born in Kaiserslautern, Germany. And after 3 weeks of life, I was on a plane back to the States. And so that's my theory as to why I'm obsessed with airplanes and I love them so much. And so I wanted to do something where I could design airplanes. And I used to bug my parents about it growing up. My dad, who is in the Army Reserves now and was in the Army, back in the day, figured out it's aerospace, aeronautical engineering. That's what you could do to design planes. And I took that word, I ran with it, and majored in college in aerospace engineering, and went on to work at a company called Spirit Aerosystems, which I'm still at today, and got to design detail parts for airplanes like the Boeing 737 MAX, the Boeing KC-46 tanker, which is the Air Force's new refueling tanker aircraft, and also the Boeing 777X, which is currently in flight test right now. And so super, super proud. I live in Wichita, Kansas, and the KC-46 tanker flies around our city. And every time I see it in the air, I'm like, wow, I will always be connected to that aircraft. And since then, I've transitioned into talent acquisition, helping recruit engineers for the company I work for and leading our college internship program. And then also continue to pursue music. So I did R&B music, gospel music. And in 2017, had this idea, actually it was 2016, worked with some students, and we remixed Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay by this artist called Silento. And we changed the words to Watch Me Solve This Equation. And I just put all these math words in there, a real equation, solving for X in the song. Watch me solve the equation. Hey, watch me solve the equation. And it was a hit. And then all the kids loved it. predominantly Black boys that I was in an organization called Real Men, Real Heroes, mentoring them. And so to see them excited about math, to run up to the board, to solve the problem, no, I can solve it, all based on this song, was a very powerful moment for me. And I said, you sing, you write songs, you perform, you went to school for engineering. What if we put something together? And so 2017, the initial idea of STEMusic was born, and inspired by Schoolhouse Rock, that sort of thing. And then next thing you know, took me 2 years, a little bit of insecurity. So for all of you out there watching, no matter what age you are, it's okay. You're human if you have some insecurities. And that's what I had. I was like, I don't know if I'm the person to start this. I kind of want to move out of engineering at some point. I kind of want to do music full time. And so, sometimes you got to just face those fears and go for it. So I did. Launched it in 2019 and just haven't looked back since, and it's been a blast.
You are truly a Renaissance man. So last year you gave a TED Talk about the power of diversity and music in STEM. Can you talk a bit about your passion for inspiring the next generation of multicultural STEM professionals and some of the resources you are providing for young people?
Absolutely, Katie. That's a great question. And you really just talked about our mission, which is to inspire that next generation of multicultural STEM professionals through engaging and entertaining music. I'm Black, Puerto Rican, and Mexican. It's a lot of things combined into one. Ya tú sabes. Pero, I'm very passionate about seeing people of color in STEM. And so I work in the STEM industry. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And there's just a lack of people of color in the industry, and a lack of women as well in STEM. And so two passions of mine. And so of trying to make sure there's more diversity within STEM. And so that's what that TED Talk was about, using the power of music to introduce STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math to youth all over in elementary schools, middle schools, colleges, and just really trying to ensure that they are aware that it's out there. One of the biggest issues is just not being aware. My uncle, my father, my mother, my grandfather, nobody in my family was an engineer. So I didn't even know what that was, right? They had to ask questions and figure that out. And so I thought, through music, it's a powerful language that everyone understands, that will make you move and dance. And who knows, maybe if you hear about it and you know about it, it's something that you can pursue. But going further than that, it's like, okay, I want to introduce this, but I also want to support students who are already on that journey. And so we have a STEMusic book scholarship that we gave out last year. We gave out 5 of those scholarships, $250 for, just to support book efforts, because we know college, books can be expensive. And so we're giving out scholarships again. The application is actually open. So if you go to the website, thestemusic.com, www.thestemusic.com, a high school senior who's graduating and wanting to pursue a degree in STEM, they can apply today. Application closes in June. So so just wanting to support in that way, just to, help, with the funding of pursuing a STEM degree. And then the last thing is the STEMusic podcast. And we haven't had a lot of episodes come out this year, but there is a wealth of episodes that we've done in the past. And that whole goal was to ensure that, okay, I'm out there doing concerts, I'm introducing STEM to a whole bunch of kids. Let's say as they're growing older, they want to know what a roadmap looks like to pursue a STEM career. There's these beautiful stories of friends of mine, some people that I don't even know, I just reached out to on the internet, of STEM professionals of color, women STEM professionals who are passionate about what they're doing. And you get to hear their story from when they were young all the way to them being a professional. And then at the end, we talk about music. We talk about the songs that they love to listen to and jam out to. And so, just super passionate about making sure people know about STEM, but they also have the resources to succeed in STEM.
This is super inspiring.
Thank you.
I can't believe I'm talking to someone who gave a TED Talk. Also, you were nominated for a Grammy Award this year with All One Tribe,
Yes.
a historic collective of 26 Black family music artists. And I hear you went to the award show in Las Vegas. So
Yes.
what was that experience like?
Wow. Who would have thought that children's music would take me to the Grammys? I mean, that's another part of my story. I had no intention of being a children's music artist, and I've fallen in love with it. I mean, man, getting to work with children and see their eyes light up when you're doing an experiment, or when you're, just dancing and rapping, whatever it is that you're doing in these performances. But yeah, there's a group called One Tribe Collective, as you stated, 26 Black family children music artists who all met together on a Zoom call. And from that Zoom call, we all submitted songs to this project, as you see on the screen, All One Tribe. And our project got nominated for a Grammy in the Best Children's Music category. That happened in November of 2021. We found out right before Thanksgiving that we were nominated. I get chills right now just thinking about it, because, the project was created. Literally, it was created without a Grammy in mind. We were all just like, we want to respond to George Floyd and everything that had happened in regards to the Black community. What we're just experiencing this past weekend of the unfortunate shooting in Buffalo. I mean, just real world problems that impact Black Americans, Black people, but also Black children. And so how are we able to address those in a way that they can understand? But then also, how can we share with them about a whole bunch of different topics from the Black community, how we've influenced the world. And so my contribution to the project was a song called Black Lives Made STEM History. And I learned so much. Even being an aerospace engineer, someone who went into STEM, I learned about Timbuktu. I learned about the Lebon in Africa, in the southern part of Africa, which had notches on it that lined up with the lunar calendar. This is mathematics from way back in the day, from my ancestors. So it's just amazing what I was able to learn through that song and then share that. And the passion behind that song is, I feel like a lot of people know who George Washington Carver is, but they might not know who Lonnie Johnson is, who invented the Super Soaker. They might not know who Dr. Patricia Bath is, who made the laser phaco probe and brought eyesight back for so many people, a lady who couldn't see for 30 years. And this invention by Dr. Patricia Bath brought her eyesight back. And so just amazing stories within this one song. Submitted to that album, and we got to go to the ceremony in Vegas. It was amazing seeing all these artists perform live, accept their Grammys. We did not win, but the nomination was just an incredible, just an honor to be a part of such a project that really has an impact on our culture, our community, our children, and for them to be able to see that people who look like them are making this music. And I want to give a shout out to Uno Dos Tres con Andres. They were nominated in the same category, and I know they just performed at the Strand Theatre on April 30th, and they're huge mentors of mine and huge supporters, and I love the work that they're doing. So got to give some love to them.
Oh, for sure. Y'all are doing such important work, and earlier, I was literally having chills. I'm just so happy to be talking to you, and we are so excited to host you here in Rockland. So you'll have 2 student matinees on Friday, and of course the public Strand Family Series show on Saturday at 11 a.m. What can families expect when they come to the show?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so excited. First of all, I went to Maine back in 2007 or 2008. I think it was 2007 and went to Portland. And so, just excited to go back to Maine, first of all. Second of all, man, I'm excited for a show. It's very interactive. I'm a call and response performer. I love crowd participation. We got some games that we'll be doing. We got some experiments that we'll be doing. And all the songs are sung live. So it is me singing these songs. We're going to be dancing. We're going to just have a great time and learn about science, technology, engineering, and math. And I think everybody's going to be able to leave with a gift as well. So everybody who's in attendance to the show will hopefully be leaving with a gift. So you'll have to come out to the show and see what that gift is.
Ooh, something to think about. Well, why don't we check in with our audience here now and see if there are any questions? Okay, here we have one. What are some of your musical influences?
That's a beautiful question. Man, so a lot from different places, right? So gospel, definitely grew up heavy in gospel music. So BB and CC Winans, the Winans family, Fred Hammond, Commission. These are all like gospel groups and great singers. Stevie Wonder. Oh man, I mean, just his voice is just incredible, and then his musical talent is just amazing on instruments. Mark Anthony, I happen to be, you know, like I said, Puerto Rican Mexican, so that Latino side of me. Mark Anthony, I love his music, his voice. Who else do we have? From the children's side of things, Uno, Dos, Tres con Andres. I love them. But also, I'm forgetting his name. You might be able to help me out. But he wrote for many of the Schoolhouse Rock songs. 3 is a Magic Number, and all of those. His name has escaped me, but just a great inspiration of someone who had so much intention and heart. Bob Dorough, in regards to children's music. And so I love that. Uncle Devin, who is a part of One Tribe Collective as well, a legend. He has a radio station called We Nation Radio, and he's been a huge inspiration as well. So I know it's kind of like all over the place, but I do love somebody I've listened to currently, Jimmy Allen. I just went to his concert, country artist. So yeah, I love Miguel as well, who's an R&B singer. I love artists who sing really well live, and just have a lot of passion, and a lot of male artists who sing high notes. I'm a lover of falsetto high notes, so you'll hear some of those in the show if you come out.
Well, with all of these musical, we have a cat, a special
guest today,
special guest star today, who is evidently wanting to join the show a bit.
Oh, I wish we could see the cat. It's all good.
Maybe she'll make a little appearance. But I think that this show on Saturday, STEMusic, is not to be missed. So please, everyone out there, secure your tickets now. You can head to rocklandstrand.com and get your pay what you can ticket. They are $0 to $20. You could pay $0, $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever works for you. We just want to make sure that everyone who wants to can see the STEMusic show this Saturday, May 21st at 11 a.m. And whether you're joining us in person or watching the live stream at home, we can't wait for you to join us. So thank you again, Roy, for being with us here. And we hope everyone has a great night out there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. And yes, to anybody who's coming out to the show, get ready to have fun, get ready to sing, get ready to dance, and get ready to learn about science, technology, engineering, and math. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. We'll see you all when we see you.